So we woke up this morning to get my visa. So we went to the office in San Fran, and the lady said, "I'm sorry, we can't help you. It's gonna take a week to get one." I was like, "What? No way, we need one. We're gonna travel." And then she said, "You know what? You should go to LA, and they could have done it for you because Thai embassy's in LA." I'm like, "No way." I said, "Well, could you call for us?" So she called, make arrangement. So we talked to the guy in the Thai embassy. We asked him, can we get a visa? She said, "Well, we close. We close at noon, so there's no guarantee, even if you hop in the flight to get out here, that we can get you in." I'm like, so I had a phone with Shelly. So Shelly actually talked to him and said, "Listen," kind of sweet talking a little bit. He said, "Just get here. If you get here, it's worth a shot." So we forgot our phone at the hotel rooms. Both our phones. So all he has is Will's phone. So I'm like, "Well, let me grab your phone. We'll borrow your phone." Hop in the car. Well, we'll see you back in the hotel. We took off to the airport. On the way there, we used both phones to book a flight. We booked a round trip flight to LA. Hop in the LA flight. Here we are right now. We're running on our way to the Thai embassy. So keep in tune because nothing's guaranteed yet. Hopefully they'll give me the visa so I can leave the country. So wish us luck. Thanks.
I want to know everything that happened.
God, dude.
So tired.
We did it, dude. I gotta show you. I gotta show all these hassles. All these hassle. It's this stamp right here. That right there. That was what we're looking for. Unbelievable. We cannot wait to tell you all about it, dude. It's unbelievable.
After how many no's did we get?
We don't even know where to begin. It's just unbelievable. This is the most experienced 24 hours of my life.
Probably the biggest adrenaline rush.
My gosh.
On a
Yes.
pure roller coaster for the past 10 hours.
So we're just trying to absorb it actually happening. It's happening now. This is real. This is really real. So
We get to go to Thailand tomorrow! High
So
five!
I know you guys are tired, but really quick, tell us what happened. Because the last time we left off, we saw you guys going into the visa services to get your visa. So tell us what happened when you went in.
As far as went in for the visa service?
in San Fran here. So we went in to get the visa. So what happened was the lady said, "Sorry, we don't do that. As a matter of fact, it takes about a week to 10 days. I said, "No, week to 10 days is not going to work. We need it now." So she said, "If that's the case, you should stay in LA." So what happened next was, it's like, "Well, how do we do this?" She said, "Well, let me make a call for you." So I told her my story about refugee thing, and she said, "Okay." So she made a call. We actually go and talk to the office in LA, and the guy said, "As long as you get here by noon, I can guarantee if you come after 12 o'clock, there's no guarantee." And by the way, we're in San Fran, okay? So I said, "Well, let's book a flight." So Shelly found the flight. Well, and Shelly found the flight, and so we booked the flight. So on the way out, we're rushing out to get to the LA, the Thai embassy. So what happened was we were in so much hurry that we forgot our phone. Both her and I didn't have a phone. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So I said, "Will, let me borrow your phone." So we borrowed Will's phone, and then we actually, on the way to the airport, we booked the flight on the way there. As soon as we got there, confirmed, walk up, got the counter, rush. By the way, we had to get a first class.
We ran the entire day. There was no walking involved.
Yeah. We had to get first class because of
The shorter security lines.
yeah. So it ended up costing about $1,000. But that's okay. We got in the flight. As soon as we got in the plane, dude, we ran in, rushed off the plane, got in the taxi, called the guy up, said, "Hey, we're coming." So we got there about 12:30.
I think at that point it was real to him that we were actually coming, because I'm sure a lot of people say that they're going to come and they don't. So once he heard my voice, I could hear different energy in his voice. Like he was like, "Okay, these guys are for real."
So we got there, and it was close because of lunchtime. So Thai people have something called lunch break, right? Where they just close everything down. It doesn't matter what country it is, same concept. So lunch, it was closed. So what happened next is we waited till 1 o'clock. The security guard go, "By the way, it's closed. You have to come back Monday." I'm talking about visa. Why? Visa is closed. You have to do it before noon.
He asked Banzai, he's like, "So what are you here for?" And Banzai said, "Well, I'm here to get my visa." He goes, "Nope, sorry, can't do it." And that's when he said you have to wait until Wednesday because Monday and Tuesday is considered a holiday. And Banzai's like, "No," he's like, "I talked to somebody, I need to get my visa." And the security guard was like, "No, I can't do it, sorry." And Banzai's like, "Look, just give me one shot." The guy's like, "All right, well, you're just wasting your time." So he gave us both passes to go up to the second floor And the gentleman, I could tell he recognized us right away because he just
No,
smiled. and-
before we did that, we went up to a lady in the counter in the office who said, sorry, visa's closed. Come back Wednesday. I'm like, no. We here for a reason. We need to talk to somebody. We did talk to someone. So that's when he recognized her, and then we went over there and filled out the paperwork. And we shortcut a whole bunch of stuff, and he just like allowed us to have it. So we got a stamp, and he was so nice to actually tell me what happened, baby, at the end of it.
Oh, so at the end of it, we actually went downstairs and I pulled up my camera and I'm like, Bonsai, we have to make a video of this because if you could have just seen how excited he was in the elevator. He was jumping up and down like a kid at Christmas.
I did.
And so we get downstairs and the security guard was really nice and generous and he's like, so, you know, at first, you know, he's kind of cocky. He's like, so, you know, pretty much I told you so. And Bonsai's like, no, we got it. And the security guard was like, well, what did you do? Did you pay him off? And Bonsai's like, no, you know, he was pretty much waiting for us. And he was like, well, that's awesome. And then we saw this Thai tourism room, so we asked if we could go in there to shoot some footage, and the security guard said go ahead. So we went in and I did a little filming, and we left and we went outside the building, and the guy that helped us get the visa was actually standing outside waiting for us just to have a conversation more about Bonsai's story.
Yeah. So he actually stayed extra 2 hours longer on his holiday just because of for us, for the stamp wise. So we were very blessed and fortunate enough because of our position on the success wise to be able to fund this trip. So, but the most important, we got it. It's just like all this happened in less than 24 hours. How many planes is that? Let's see. How many booked flight from American Airline to Southwest, then Virgin American, and then Southwest again back and forth from San Fran to LA. So it's about 4 different time of flight in 24 hours. 24 hours. So stay tuned because the trip's just about to start. It hasn't even started yet. So stay tuned.